I just wanted to pop on here and let you know what's going on today. I'm just getting some planning finished up, and I'll share what I'm planning in just a minute. Not much is happening today. Doing laundry. So this Sunday's pretty low-key. I did a lot of running around yesterday, so I just don't want to do anything today. Really not feeling any kind of energy at all. So I'm just kind of hanging on the couch, doing my planning, spending some time with my husband, and just snacking on some chips too, some tortilla chips, watching a little TV, piddly dinking around on Pinterest, looking for interesting ideas, looking on Instagram, looking on Teachers by Teachers, just kind of poking around, taking my time, just kind of hanging out. Let me show you what I'm doing next week. Here are my lesson plans for this coming week. So our spelling words, we've got right here. I still have morning duty. I think I have morning duty all the way to the end. I've got my morning work listed here, and then some little math warm-ups. This is a finding color fractions thing, where they color like the cubes a certain color, and the cones a certain color, and so on. This is one of those, how many faces does something have, how many vertices, how many edges. This is a 3D shapes fold thing, which is going to be really cool. I'm going to print them on Astrobrites, and I'm going to make an example of a cube, a cone, a cylinder, and a rectangular prism to show the kids, and they'll just get whatever I give them to make. I think I'll just have them make one shape. Like, I'll make sure that all of the shapes are made, but I'm just going to have each kid make one because I think that's might be complicated enough. We'll see how it goes. If they do really well, I'll just make another one. That'll be fine. This is that Looking for the Bunny sight word game that I've played the last couple weeks. The kids cannot get enough of it. You hide a bunny behind a word and they will read it. Oh my goodness. They love it. I didn't get this lesson done on Thursday last week because of our graphing activity with our snack. So it took longer than I anticipated because the kids were just kind of piddly-dinking around to get it done. I'm like, well, we'll just move it. So instead of everything would have been up one more day, but it's not a big deal because I don't want to start a new chapter this coming week anyway. So I'm going to do lesson 4 and then lesson 5 and then review and then test. So it'll be just fine. And Friday we don't do regular math stuff. I've got a 3D shapes book where it has a shape and then a real world shape. So like if you do a cube, then you'd have like dice. This is that 5 in a line that I didn't get to last week. So they spin a spinner and they get to color in or cover up, however you want to do it. I'm going to have the kids color which shape they get, and when they get 5 in a row, they win. This is a shapes bingo. This is going to be fun. So there are little calling cards. You cut them up. I may not cut them up. I may just mark them with a dot or an X or something on it. I don't know. I might cut them up. And then you just say, you know, cube or cylinder or whatever, and the kids look for it on their board and cover it up with something. I'll probably use candy pieces or something. And then whenever they get a whole row horizontally or vertically or diagonally, they'll say bingo or shapes bingo or something like that. We always do ketchup and pickles on Friday first thing. That's their morning work. And then we're going to do that whack-a-word again, but I'm going to slow it down this time. It was a little too fast for them and they got frustrated, so we won't do it that fast again. Let me see what's going on the rest of the day here. We're still working on our second Wonder Book, and we're going through that, and the kids are loving it. Here, we've got our rabbit writing, which we haven't done because I was gone this afternoon last week, so we missed 2 writing times there. I was going to write here and here and be done with it. So we're going to continue plunking along on our rabbit writing. They're going to come up with 3 awesome facts, and then we're going to put them in our graphic organizer here, which has got an introduction, the 3 facts, and a conclusion. Then they'll take that, and Tuesday they'll write it on the good paper. Then Wednesday they'll make their little rabbit craft, and it'll be ready to put in the hallway. We're going to start talking about reptiles this week too. So I found a couple of books on Amazon that I have, so I was able to put the picture of them on there. So I've got this Snakes and Crocodiles book, and I've got this it's Reptile Park, and it's a My something Zoo, something like that. And then this is a Scholastic News, Tortoise's Big Day, so I think they'll really enjoy that. Then I did have something else here, and I went, crud. The student music program was that day. So the kindergarten program will be taking up our science time on Wednesday, but that's okay. don't have to do anything other than sit there and make sure the kids aren't loud and crazy. So that's not too bad. And then they'll go home. We have counseling here, so that's 2 little spots in my life that are taken up with something else. I thought since we're studying reptiles and I've been talking about the R-controlled vowels, I would start those little R projects. So we're going to make the UR turtle, and I will link it all below for you. This is really cute. I did it last May. I'm going to start a little earlier so we can just do one every once in a while. So there's a UR turtle, there's an ER butterfly, there's an IR bird. So we'll definitely do the bird when we study birds. And I think that's the following week, if I remember the sequence of the book. You'll soon see, because I'll tell you. This is a fun little pillow fight game where the words fly across the screen on a pillow. The girls read the words that come from the right, and the boys read the words that come from the left. So it's a boys against girls game. They will be all over that, I can tell you. And this is another one of those cool coding activities from Teach Outside the Box, Brooke Brown. We did one for St. Patrick's where the kids had to make like a path for the leprechaun to get to the pot of gold, and they had to set traps and bridges and all kinds of stuff and have treasures to collect through it, and then they had to write down the code on how to get there. So that's going to be really, really fun. So everything you see on here should be linked below, so you can check out stuff if you want to. Just thought I'd share what I was doing with you. And of course, when you watch my vlog for the week over the weekend, you'll get to see these things in action. With the Whack-A-Word game this week, I think I'm going to try to get those new mallets made for them to surprise them. So they'll have some really fancy mallets to use. Plus I'll have it slowed down for them since, like I mentioned, it was a little frustrating for them. I don't want them to be frustrated. I want them to have fun and practice their words. And I also think, Onyx just knocked on a bowl. Thanks, Onyx. I think the kids are really going to enjoy that pillow fight thing that I found. It's from Primary Techie, and it's part of a bundle, but you can also buy it separately, and it's linked below too. I'm going to try to link everything. Comment if you don't find what you're looking for, because I may have just overlooked it since there are so many things that I'm putting on the list, and I have to look everything up to find the link for it. So just shoot a comment below and say, hey, I didn't find that. Mittens is licking me. Hey, I didn't find that activity. Can you link it? Because I don't intentionally leave something off. It's just an oversight because, like I said, there's just so much on there. That's why I have gone to just linking a Google Doc with all the links on it, because there are just too many to put on the description box. There's a limit of characters that YouTube will let you put on there. And I think I've gone over the limit before. And I'm just like, oh, I'm just going to make it a Google Doc from now on because it'll be just easier. Yeah. And then you can print it off if you want to. And you'll have the links later or whatever. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing this week. For now, I'm just going to relax and enjoy life. After that big shopping excursion yesterday, I just don't feel like doing anything today. Just been hanging on the couch. Not really doing a lot. Watching TV every once in a while. Fading in and out of consciousness every once in a while. Yeah. And just thinking about, I have to go back to another 5 days. And it's not that I don't want to be at school, and it's not that I don't want to see the kids, and it's not that I don't want to teach. I'm just tired. Just tired and feeling lazy. And it's like once I'm up and moving around, I'm fine. But it's just the getting up process that is just getting harder and harder all the time. And if you are a teacher, you totally know where I'm coming from. And I'm not saying that other people in other professions don't get tired too. Do not get me wrong. But I think it's different because, like, if you have an office job, sure, you're probably tired of getting up and going to work at 8 or 9 every day. But I don't know. It's just different because having to deal with, it sounds like, it's going to sound like a psychiatric disorder, multiple personalities every day. Because in your classroom, that's what you're dealing with, multiple personalities, right? When you're having to basically juggle all day long. And when you have younger students, you're on all the time. There is no downtime with younger students. They're always needing you for something. Something always comes up. Anytime you think, oh, I've got a minute, I can just check my email. Nope, there comes a kid. Yeah, and the younger they are, the less independent they are. Which is the greatest thing about first grade is to see the growth and the maturity of them. When they come in, they're overgrown kindergartners. When they leave you, they're second graders. It's pretty darn amazing. And you're like, I got to see that. I got to be a part of that. I got to help make that happen. It's so cool. It really is. It's like they come in babies and they leave kids. It's really neat. Anyway, that's just one of the many joys of teaching firsties. Yep. Next time I see you, I'll be in my classroom letting you know how it's going day by day. So I'll see you then.